Welcome back to another video. Today is August 25th, and well, I got some news for y'all. So, today was a great trading day. As you can see above, the trade we took did hit TP, and you would think today was pretty good. Now, what you don't know is today was actually pretty bad. So, our first trade that we ended up taking on the day. Well, first, let me go over my bias. Asia session, we open and we dump. London session, we open, we sweep Asia low, continue to dump. New York session, I wanted to see us sweep London high to go higher, and then maybe see us sell off a little bit more. But not so. Our bias for the day was bullish. Okay, we had the bullish bias. Next, what are we doing? Well, we scale down. We look for higher time frame bias confirmation. We have this 15-minute imbalance that we do end up inversing. Okay, boom. Now we're looking for longs. My first trade, I ended up entering longs right here. Literally top tick century, entered longs, hoping to see us just bull run up. I was in too many contracts. I'm not gonna lie. I was greedy and I wanted to pass this account or get out of drawdown. So I over leveraged my account and we ended up getting stopped down here for about $700. Now, that only gave us about $200 stop loss or amount that we could risk until we ended up blowing the account. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna enter a pretty decent trade here. And I ended up doing that. I ended up entering right here, longs, targeting London low, or sorry, London high. Might as well see if we could just sneak a little bit more profit out. So I ended up entering one contract here, longs, come up, don't end up inversing yet. We have a solid retrace. Right here, I ended up entering another position because I wanted to see us just strong bull run up. And we did end up bull running up, as you can see this huge candle, but then we ended up coming all the way back down and we ended up coming down to here. These days are rough. The first trade, we got greedy. We also had a really bad stop loss. Entering all the way up here in this and then such a premium and not waiting for us to retrace and we ended up putting in another SMT, I think, but not waiting for this retrace. I mean, it's kind of it's just a bad trade. And having the stop loss, I should have had stop loss at this low, or actually I should have had it a little bit below the low. And if I don't want to have the stop loss all the way down here, because that's not positive RR, then I should have just waited. It was really bad. The first trade was actually it was a bad trade. I don't know why I took it. Second trade was actually a really good trade. It was what was the RR on this, John? My gosh, how big is my thing? So almost 5 RR. Would end up hitting out too. Second trade was pretty good, but the reason why I'm so excited about blowing my funded is because I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys. I don't really deserve a funded right now with how I've been acting. Like, I have not been back testing as much as I should be. I have not been putting in the work into trading. I have only been, what I've been doing recently is the only time I trade is AM session and sometimes I'll trade PM session. And I have not, those are the only hours that I'm putting on the charts. And that, if all you're putting in is the bare minimum, you're not going to see the results that you want to see when compared to people who are putting in more than the minimum. Okay, what do I mean by that? You are not going to see the results that you want to see only putting in the minimum amount of effort. If you're only putting in the minimum amount of effort, you're going to get the minimum amount of results. If you want to maximize your results, you have to maximize your effort. You have to maximize the hard work that you're putting into this. Otherwise, you will not see the results that you want to see. You're going to see the results that you don't want to see. You're going to see results. Look at this. I'm seeing results. My trade did hit TP. I just got stopped out of it before I could hit TP. I saw the results, but I saw the minimum effort of results. If you really want to experience profitability and success, you have to put in the effort, and I am simply just not doing that. So I think blowing this account is probably one of the best things that could have happened to me, because if this trade would have hit TP, I would have been like, oh, I don't need a back test. I don't need my full-on strategy. I don't need all these confirmations or whatever. I would have gotten cocky. I would have gotten over my head. This is God humbling me, right? So, but what are my plans for this week now? You may be wondering, because this week's not over, and next week's not over, and I don't get rebuild until the 9th. So, my plans before I get rebuild are to backtest every single day. I'm going to be trading in the mornings or back testing the trades in the mornings on paper, and I'm going to be back testing on top of that to try to actually lock in my strategy to prove to myself that, I am ready. And let's say back testing goes well, trading goes well, and I pass another mock funded within the next 2 weeks, then I will keep my rebuild date and I will get another account. If I do not pass my mock funded, so to say, in the next couple of weeks, and I do not continue to backtest, and I do not trade in the mornings, well, then I'm going to prolong my next funded, and I'm going to probably just cancel my account, and then I'll just end up buying another one later. Obviously, it sucks when you blow a funded, and it sucks when your trade plays out, but you end up getting stopped out before you end up, hitting TP. That also sucks. But, it's a learning experience, it's a lesson. We didn't deserve to pass the account because we're not putting in the work that we should be putting in. So if you made it this far, thank you for I did it again, bro. I'm supposed to say this like at the beginning of the video. But if you made it this far, thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It really helps me out. I am growing. I'm trying to. Yeah. Like and subscribe, like the video if you want to see more content like this. Subscribe if you want to see, follow me on this journey. I'm trying to be 100% transparent. A lot of people, I mean, I guess I can't say a lot of people because there's not a lot of people that do this, but a decent amount of the content creators that are out there, they talked about their struggles and they were like, man, yeah, I was in the dumps. I blew all these fundeds. I did all this. But they didn't show any of that. They just showed, they started doing YouTube once they already started popping off on trading and, showing everyone that, hey, look what you can do. You can do this too. And they're right. Like, look at me. I'm following their footsteps, blowing fundeds just like them. But nah, I just wanted to. I created this because I want to show people like the real, like behind the scenes of trading and the behind the scenes of you don't just get somewhere because you were given it or your parents did something or no. You don't get there just because you want to get there. You think you deserve to get there. You get there because you put in the work. You put in the hours and I'm sure they probably this same exact thing probably happened to TJR, happened to Aval, happened to Justin, where they got cocky, they get in their heads, and they're like, man, I'm so good at trading. I've been doing this for a while. I don't need a back test. Boom, funded blown. Okay. And then I'm sure, reality hits them, reality check. It's like, man, I really do need a back test. I really do need to lock in on trading because I'm not as good as I thought it was. So then they went in, they go back testing, back test for another couple of weeks, actually lock in, then maybe pass a mock funded, and next thing you know, they buy another funded. Maybe they blow that one because they forgot to back test where to put their stop loss. Okay, they buy another funded after practicing their stop loss. Next thing you know, oh, I passed my first funded. Next thing you know, I got a payout. But that doesn't come without preparation. You need preparation. You need to prepare for this. This isn't something that just magically happens. So, anyways, I'm done yapping. I'm gonna go backtest actually right now. I think I'm gonna make a video Friday. Don't hold me accountable to that. If you don't see from me in like a couple of weeks, you know where I'm at, watch this video. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next video, whenever that may be. Thank you for watching. Again, like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.